But over here. So if you give a warm welcome to Anna Tracy. Anna Percy, in fact. Anna Percy. She's brilliant. So give her a round of applause. There she is.
Anna Tracy.
Yeah, I'm Anna Percy, not Anna Tracy. That's a new one on me that I've not been called out before. I'm going to start with a poem about maps, but not about the kind that cartographers draw, but the kind of maps that you have in your own head, like psychogeography type stuff. Show me your city, the exact route you walk home, past the delicious blood-red Triumph two-seater, where you had to steal those narcissi poking through the fence posts so teasingly, and Morrissey it down the street. Your mind map is not your memories. It cannot show me how you experienced the strange talc taste of lavender ice cream, despite replicating its hue exactly. Map for me your mindscape. Show me its shadows, the half-forgotten paths of mental arithmetic, the times tables languishing unused in their dusty corner. Map your lovers' bodies. Beneath the amber glow of ex-gas lamps, place each of their scars and birthmarks under the cloth in the pub. Map for me your territory. I can show you how mine shrinks and expands with the distortions of my mindscape. It will show you everything. How I avoided that corner shop after wheeling in a collapsing clothes rail like a broken Trojan horse. Maps of train routes lie with their straight lines. Show me the heron you spied on that false ruler, the true deviations, the snake bends and veers. Map for me the garden of your childhood, the spot where you chipped your milk tooth. Show me its desiccated briars and thorns. Yeah, you can clap on things like, boo. Boo if you don't like it, hiss, but yeah, if you like it, clap. This one is quite an old one, so I haven't done it for a very long time. It's when I used to work in a cinema, but it was the kind of funny little old cinema where we did proper ushering with a torch and showed old ladies their seats. This poem is called Plight of the Sex-Starved Usher. It's been so long, my idea of a good time is a bus with shot suspension. Clutching the rubberized torches is an erotic experience. Even the walls mock me. Deep purple, the colour of Freud's frustration. Not to mention those velvet curtains just aching to be parted. The room is warm as a duvet. As I lean, the soundproofing gives way beneath my shoulder blades like flesh. As I'm tearing tickets, I think of scratching skin. As it was mentioned, do happen to be a feminist for my sins. This is one of those poems. It was written in about 3 minutes in a blind rage whilst listening to the Smiths song of the same name. It's called I Don't Owe You Anything. I don't owe you a smile. I only smile when I want, not when you decree, or when you comment on my body which is not yours to comment on. I don't owe you conversation. It is not my duty to serve you, to make you comfortable in social situations. I don't owe you self-censorship. If my words offend your sensibilities, don't listen. I'm owed free speech, foul words, if I want. I don't owe you sex. My being kind doesn't mean I want to fuck you. I'll tell you I want to fuck you if I want to fuck you. This body doesn't owe you anything. I don't owe it to you to cover it if it offends. I don't owe it to you if you like the look of it. Your chromosomes do not imply ownership. I don't owe it to you to act as property. My being single doesn't mean I'm looking for an if lost return to tag. I am a mus because I do not want to indicate whether I am owned or not. It's a political act, Mr. Banker.
Woo!
This is what I call a broken sonnet, as in it doesn't really follow any of the traditional rules of a sonnet, but it's got 14 lines and what's called a volta, which is sort of like a turn in it. I write a lot of these. I like to pretend it's a form, but it's not really. This one is still going under the working title of Rewritten from Drunk School in Sonnet Form, Oh Dear. Oh, thank you for that noise, just while I was starting. Anyway, I can start again. The city is moist and sulphurous smelling in March. I am wearing Frankenstein's monster tights, darned and slashed and witch point platinum shoes. My cunt is aching. How to tell the men whose hands and eyes and words I avoid, sidestep, that I do in fact look deep into their crotches. We do. Women do. We ache to fuck too. We just don't want to talk to you on the bus, necessarily. But we look. I look.
Woo, woo, woo.
Here's another one of these broken sonnet things. This one's called Falling Out of Love is a Circus Act. You eat my mind, accomplished as a trapeze artist. Eat it whole with the greatest of ease, like it's a mini quiche Lorraine. Not stopping to distinguish its delicate components, these are all lost on you. Another cerebellum to consume and on to the next one. Barely pausing to wipe the crumbs from your lips, all my knowledge wasted in crumbs. Latin swear words typexed on science lab tables, how I paint my toenails black, my recipe for lentil soup, that ticklish spot, how I kissed in the dark. All lost and I am left mindless in ill-fitting tights, on the bar in view of the big top's canvas, its fading stars. This next one is for a friend of mine called Adam, and he happens to live in America, and most of our communication at the moment is digital, so it's about that, and a night I spent worrying about him. The street lamps are fading, the city is rattling awake. I am only up among the milkmen because I am waiting for our time zones to Venn diagram. Skimming the fashion section idly, digitally, in search of some distraction. Jumpers, a headline, omitting any prefix of woolen or stripy. No gentle modifier. Mundane sartorial vocabulary transformed by your latest electronic missive. And I can't help but see you on that unseen bridge. It's both large and small in my mind, both brick and steel. I decide it must be over a large, loudly foaming river. I can't imagine a brook in Texas. A steaming wreck nearby, and your desperate, delicate fingers seeking